over a century, Church of the Ascension has stood as a landmark in our community, answering Christ's call to make disciples of all nations, committed to shaping people's lives for the future of God's kingdom. Every generation has answered this call. Here in Acadiana, Ascension has shaped the community, having initiated 3 parish missions, numerous ministries, outreach programs, and of course its parish day school. And our mission has extended across the globe with its sister school in Uganda. Above all, Ascension is a community of worship, to share in communion with God and His people, to share in service of Christ and His kingdom.
I actually attended Ascension Day School when I was a child. My family attended Ascension Church, so this is all full circle for me. I guess that's why Ascension feels like such a family.
When we moved here in 1967, Jeanette Parker was the principal, our headmistress of Ascension Day School, and she asked me if I would teach first grade. And so I did, and it was wonderful. I had the best time of my life for 2 years while we were waiting for the birth of our first child. And then when I quit, I started teaching Vacation Bible School.
I'm not a lifelong Episcopalian. I came here when Alicia and I got married, and that was the beginning of my relationship with Ascension. Ascension has been kind of the cornerstone of my life, the foundation and the pathway that's led me on my spiritual walk, on my understanding and my growth in the love of Jesus since I've become an adult.
Since its early days in a little wooden house, Ascension has sought to instill the very best of our Christian faith and Anglican tradition in our community. Never easy, still always faithful, our mission grew. After World War II, Ascension laid the foundation for the tremendous legacy we now enjoy. Under the direction of one of our own members, renowned architect Hayes Town, parishioners made the sacrifices to create the space that inspires us today.
I think working together with the congregation way back if we didn't work together, we weren't going to survive. There were ups and downs with the oil industry, and we had a huge influx of all people. So we met some wonderful people, and they were go-getters, and we just worked together as hard as we could, making Ascension a better place, both physically and family-like. We had a great time doing it. It was so much fun doing projects to build the church, and those were great memories, great memories.
It's my home. When you go on a vacation and you go away, it's so nice to get away sometimes. It's also nice to come home here.
Today, newcomers are discovering Ascension as a welcoming community that wants to grow in faith and service. And to meet the growing needs of a growing parish, we want to continue our legacy of faithfulness. We want to ensure that our commitment to the gospel of Jesus Christ endures and grows for our children and grandchildren and for all our heirs in faith. We have built a community of worship. We have built a beautiful church. We have established one of the largest Episcopal schools in the state. Now, we must provide for tomorrow, today.
With a foundation and the ability to have a base, same thing as saving for college.
I was voted onto the vestry, and then a year in, he asked me to be junior warden. I didn't realize how much went into maintaining the church, especially with the budget.
The growth of our parish and its ministries brings many challenges. Our facilities need special care and maintenance. The iconic slate roof is in need of recurring repair to protect our worship space, especially our organ, one of the finest in Acadiana. And there is always room for expansion, for future ministries of service and discipleship, to prepare a place for those who will follow us.
It's meant everything to us from the standpoint of us getting married here, to having our children baptized here, seeing them come to school here, and then ultimately and most recently our daughter getting married here. It's just been an incredibly special place for us.
Well, it's raining right now, and when I became junior warden, they had issues with the shingles. And only having one person in the state that does the shingles that we have, you have to hope and pray that the cost is right and keeping it up and making sure they don't fall out of the gutters when it's raining.
In addition to our physical needs, there are spiritual needs as well. To provide the means for pilot ministries to start and grow, expanding opportunities for worship, for our youth, for training future leaders in our church and our community.
Having a foundation in place could have made a huge difference to start a ministry or assist with something. What comes to mind very quickly for me right now is during Hurricane Katrina, when there was a tremendous need in our community, we were able to help to a degree, but if we'd had a foundation in place, that ability to step forward and really show Jesus' love to people that were displaced from their homes would have been phenomenal.
Ascension has created a foundation that will provide financial resources for our future. With the help of the Community Foundation of Acadiana, these resources will stand outside of the annual budget of the church. This partnership with CFA provides the highest level of professional management and security of funds. It also gives donors the confidence that their gifts, whether memorial gifts, bequests, life insurance benefits, will be handled with faithful stewardship to the glory of God for this parish and in witness to the historic faith and order of our church. Unlike an endowment which only uses gained interest, the Ascension Foundation is structured to protect that principal from being spent for normal operating expenses, yet has the flexibility to be accessible should a major need arise. It is time to continue the legacy of faithfulness we have inherited for the next generation, our children, grandchildren, and all the heirs of our faith. It is time to be ready for tomorrow, today.
We are laying a foundation, not for a building, but for our future. And like the generations before us, we are answering God's call to faithfulness for generations to come. And to do this, we need your help. So first and foremost, I ask you to pray, to commit yourselves in prayer for this ministry of this church, with gratitude for its witness in the past, as well as its calling for the future. Second, talk with your family, your church family, about your parish, talking with them about its people, its ministries, and its mission for today and for tomorrow. And finally, commit yourself to share the gifts that God has given you to give for the sake of His kingdom. Our commitment needs to be over and above our regular giving so we don't jeopardize the ministries that we presently enjoy. This will be a sacrifice as we lay the foundation in hope for tomorrow. It's time to be ready for tomorrow, today.
It's important for us to be ready for tomorrow.
Today.
We want to be ready for tomorrow.
Today.
We want to be ready for tomorrow.
Today.
We want to be ready for tomorrow.
Today.